So, this video is inspired by a talk I had with someone a couple days ago where they had something bad go wrong in their life. And not necessarily bad, but it wasn't how they planned it. But the key takeaway from that conversation that I would give anyone as advice is that the road to where you're going is rarely straight. It's usually twists and turns, and you don't know where you're going all the time. You see, a lot of us like to picture where we're going and have our plan and have it being a straight road, just like how it would be in like the Southwest. But like, the reality is our path and our journey through life is quite often like the backwoods in Appalachia, or like just any kind of back road in that sense, where it's twists and turns, over mountains, around mountains, through mountains. Sometimes the roads are closed, sometimes they're dirt, sometimes you're going way back this way a couple miles just to go back around that way. But that's the beauty of life. So if you find yourself being stressed out about things not working out in your life, don't be. I live by the belief and the knowing that everything happens for a reason. We don't always know what reason that is. And believe me, there were times where I wish I knew what the reason was. But I've understood the fact that we're not supposed to know the reason half the time, and if we did, it's like those prophecies like Oedipus Rex, you're gonna unalive your father and marry your mother, and they tried their best to not have that happen, but it happened anyway. Personally, for what I've seen in my life looking back, some things that at the time that it happened were the worst failures. I was having meltdowns, I didn't know how I was going to survive, were the biggest moments of my life. And honestly, in a good way, like both good and bad in certain ways, but regardless, even there were some little things in my life that you could look back and say, oh, I wish I did this, I wish I did that, I wish I went to try to go date this chick, or moved this house, whatever the case may be. However, I would not be exactly where I am right now if my life didn't play out the exact way it did. And if you told me 10 years ago that I would be exactly where I am right now, I would laugh at you. I'd be like, no way, that's stupid, I wouldn't be doing this. But I'm living my best life in this moment, and that's all because of the switchbacks and the back roads and all the crazy diversions. And it wouldn't be for all the crazy switchbacks, diversions, and detours that popped up on the road of my life, and I'm thankful for it every way. So this is more towards the younger people of this video, because I would assume, although it's not correct to assume, that people that are closer to my age would understand this, but it's not always the case. But yeah, those setbacks in your life aren't always a bad thing. That any setback in your life, so long as you keep on pushing forward and you don't give up, is only a lateral move. It's not you going backwards, it's a lateral move. And sometimes if you're faced up against a wall, you have to go sideways to get around it, to go forward. You might not be going forward in the same direction that you were going, but you're going there, and you just keep going. This sort of goes back to that video that I made a while ago. I'm gonna do one of these, I don't know which side it's gonna come up on, but where I talked about pivoting. And that's the key when you have these setbacks, is to be able to pivot. And you being able to pivot is you understanding that the road to life is not a straight road, because if you fall into that mindset of straight road and you gotta go, then you're going to have a meltdown, and you're not going to know what to do when something blocks your way. A tree comes down in the middle of the road, you have no clue where to go, you have no clue what to do, you don't have a chainsaw, you're not strong enough to move that tree. But if you have that pivot mentality, and once again it's going to come up here somewhere, but before, if you have the pivot mentality, then that tree is just an oh well. You you put your car in reverse real quick, turn it to the left, and just start going into the woods, go around it, do something. The mindset of understanding that the road to life is a bunch of twists and turns cultivates strength and resilience within you that allows you to take on what's coming for you in the future. And like, you don't know, we never know what's coming for us in the future. We have some crazy roadblocks, some crazy obstacles, but the point is that you'll be able to take it. You'll take it one step at a time, and you won't be blocked and shut down by some little silly trivial thing that happens. But anyways, I've talked enough. If you don't know me, my name is Brendan. This is the Lost Tribe. This channel exists to elevate the mind and make anyone who's part of the tribe a better person. If you like this content, please consider hitting that like button. Leave a comment down below if you have anything to say about this, or if you have any ideas for me to make for future videos. Subscribe to the channel and hit that push notification bell so anytime that I release a video, you get it right away. And if you would like to support me before I get monetized, I have a dystopian fiction thriller called The Phoenix and the Flames. It is by Brendan Landry. I will leave a link in the comment section down below, and probably pinned comment, or in the description, or both. But that book has a past whose present is eerily similar to ours right now. So if you're into that kind of stuff, into like Hunger Games, that kind of thing, consider giving it a look. But I've said enough. Once again, my name is Brendan, Lost Tribe. Peace out.